Back at the forge, we're going to install some dies to our die plates for our 16-ton plus Coal Ironworks press. You'll hear in a minute, she's pretty loud. That doesn't bug me. I don't mind a loud girl. But, you know, if you were in a residential neighborhood, it might be too loud for your neighbors, especially if you forge after a certain time. So, you know, talk to Coal Ironworks, ask Andy about it, and he'll set you up with what'll work for your area. I'm in a light industrial commercial area, so we're good to go. Now, I made the die plates, and they work great. The quick change system works like this. They change set screws or screws handles for the pins. I think it's a much more robust design. It actually works better too. It's quicker to change them out, so that's great. Now, a huge oversight I had when I was actually just going ahead and making some dies, I just grabbed material off the shelf and I didn't double check. And you know, they always say, you know, measure twice, cut once. Well, if you're a machinist, you actually cut more than you measure. That's a machinist joke. You'll get it if you're a machinist. Anyway, as you can see, we've got daylight through there, so that's not bueno. We have an 8-inch stroke, but probably about 12 inches of openness. So I need to put these up on some riser blocks, and that'll take care of that. But in the meantime, we're just going to weld in some of our combo dies that we have from before. So I'm going to put those on because my forge buddy Joy Fire might be using this in the next couple days, and I don't want her to use it with the old style dies because it could mar up the set screw. So let's get to that. All right, so we got our die plates in nice and tight. Like I said, she's loud. Open her up. Line them up, make sure they're all nice and square. All right, that looks good to me. Nice and lined up, square, looking good. So now I'm gonna grab the welder and we're going to tack weld it on. In our shop, we only have one outlet that we share between the welder and this press. I probably should wire up another one. Grounding wire so we can weld. Just MIG, no big deal. I'm just gonna tack it a couple times and then we're gonna move over to the workbench and weld it and then put it back in and check it. And then that'll be it for this episode. I wanted to do more, but I ran out of time trying to fix my mistakes from earlier. You know, that's how it goes as a fabricator and a welder and a blacksmith and a bladesmith and oh fuck, let's fix this smith. So here we go. All right, so we got it tacked in. They didn't fall off. Hey, good to go. So now we are going to take them out real quick, go over to the welder. Oh look, half turn and it comes right out. That's so handy. I couldn't say enough good things about this upgrade. It's really clever. Half turn comes right out. It works beautifully. So we're gonna move them over to the welder and finish up that weld. I'm gonna move you guys first. Look at all these dies that I'm gonna have to make razor blocks for because I jumped the gun. Lesson. It's a lesson for you all. All right, so here we go. Ready, set, weld. We don't need to weld it super big or anything, just gonna be a couple small welds. And you guys have already seen me weld before, you know I can do it. Not the prettiest in the world, but you know, also not the ugliest. Not to lie, I'm not. Ever since I started teaching a welding class, I don't teach it anymore, but I used to teach it, and it got me a lot better at welding, just practicing every day. All right, here we go. Big fat beads. All right, that's looking pretty good. As you can see, this is going to light. Some nice beads on there. Both sides. Should hold up. Let's put it back in the press and make sure it works. They're still warm if you're wondering. But not super hot. So let's see, I think I had this one on bottom. Oh, I guess I can tell because, yeah, yep. Well, I guess, yep. And this one, it's got to go that way. Goes on top. Look how easy that went in. Now, with the other one, I would have been messing with the pan, trying to push it in. So this quick change die system, it really does wonders. Let's check to make sure all my alignment and it didn't move on me. So, plug your ears. It's about as good as it gets for a blacksmith. I'm a machinist too, though. So, yeah. There we go. We got our first die set installed. I'm gonna have to go back and change some of my other ones or make some razor blocks for them because I'm an idiot. But you know, that's not new. Everyone already knew that. You knew that before you subscribed to my channel or followed me or whatever you're doing. Anyway, check back for more. Hopefully next time you see me, I will be forging Damascus and not fucking around with dies. All right, peace.